healthy soil makes healthy plants, makes healthy humans. I don't use any pesticides. I rely on the healthy soil.
It's Bill Resmondo's planting mantra: no chemicals, no additives, no machines. Bill grows over a dozen different vegetables in 30 raised beds. Those beds, along with the special aged compost, are his sowing secrets. He calls the compost brown gold and says it contains 67 nutrients. He won't tell us what they are, but says they naturally repel pests and grow gorgeous specimens.
That's a collard plant.
And a huge one at that.
Oh, wow. That's
the sheer size, health, and quality of Bill's crops amaze biology professor Dr. Phil Darby. He's also an ecologist and a nutritionist, and his interest in organics is broad. Darby says Resmondo's crops aren't officially certified organic by USDA standards. He doesn't meet the criteria for packaging or quantity sold, but his methods are entirely organic, meaning no pesticides or radiation down to the seeds.
Hands-on knowledge of how the plants grow and when they're most vulnerable to insect damage, and by manipulating his plants he's able to avoid insect infestations.
The 67-year-old says his organic diet is the secret to his superb health, that the lack of poisons, his term for pesticides, keep him going through 16-hour workdays, 7 days a week.
Making all right, doing it all right?
Darby says Resmondo's pure menu choices probably don't hurt, but there's no research that proves organic crops are nutritionally superior to traditionally grown varieties.
I think it'd be hard-pressed to find any real definitive evidence, and as a scientist I think it's really important to say that, but to me that's not the issue. To me the issue is people should have a choice.
If it's in the Nunley family shopping cart, it's probably organic.
I would say 99% is organic.
Lori grew up in rural Mississippi where her grandparents tended gardens without chemicals. Today, she chooses to feed her family the same way.
You know, and I'm just a down-to-earth, I'm just a mom, but I've done my own research. 1 chamomile is enough for this week.
She admits she's hardcore and that not everyone shares her dogmatic diet views. Sometimes her own kids tease her.
They stand out at school because of their lunches sometimes, and they get called the granola kids, but also the other kids are trying to swap lunches with them.
Apple Market owner David Apple says he's hearing more of the same ideas in his store too, where in the last 90 days alone he's seen new organic products fly on and off his shelves, even though they often cost 3 to 4 times more than traditional items.
We've been amazed at how quickly they've sold because they are higher price than your regular milk. But people are willing to pay that price for, again, those health considerations.
Those will be ready in 20 days.
But are organic products really that much better for you? Ecologist Dr. Phil Darby says the research is not complete. But he says mad cow disease, genetically modified food, irradiated meats, and terrorism concerns have made Americans more interested in exactly how their food is farmed.
Some people are choosing organically produced foods because that way they have fewer concerns about it, whether it's backed up by hard science or not. It's a choice they've made, and they pay a higher cost for it, and they accept that.
I don't have any equipment. It's all hand. Done by hand, labor.
Darby and pesticide-free farmer Bill Resmondo are working to cultivate community gardens and a local organic farmers market. The USDA certified organic seal is not a nutritional endorsement, but rather a marketing tool. It's working. The industry is exploding.
S-P-E-L-T. Yeah, I'll take some of that. That makes good pizza dough.
That's old news to Lori Nunley. She's been shopping and eating this way since 1991.
It's from the food we eat. To me, it's just very common sense. Why would you put chemicals in your body? Our bodies weren't designed for that. Put that in there for me.
Catherine Daniel, Channel 3 News.
Healthy soil makes healthy plants, makes healthy humans.